Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday night live stream. This is Bourbon Bites whiskey reviews with a gaming slash 80s twist. I'm still figuring that out. I feel like I keep going back and forth, but it's kind of like still figuring out what the channel should be, even though you think I would figure it out by now because we just hit a major goal on the channel, one that I've been chasing probably for a couple years now. I think we hit 3,000 subscribers probably like 2 years ago. And it's been a long journey since then, but I wanted to finally celebrate hitting 4,000 subscribers. I know it's not a ton compared to so many other channels, but for this channel, it's been a goal that I've had for quite a while. I think I had it set for by the end of 2024. We're a few months into 2023. Whoa, backwards. 2025, but we finally hit it. So just wanted to celebrate it with you guys, and I thought this would be a really fun way to do it. So if you saw the title, thumbnail, and description, I'm going to be spinning what I call the Wheel of Whiskey, which I use several times on the channel for different things. But this time I've put every single whiskey I own onto the wheel. At least that was the original idea. Then I realized I have probably over 200 bottles in my collection, and that would have taken hours to prepare for. So what I did was, instead of putting every single whiskey, I listed pretty much every single distillery that I have in my collection, which is still quite a lot. So that's going to be what we're going to be picking from tonight. I'm going to be spinning it. I'm going to be drinking. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, just kind of wanted to do something fun like this and drink through some of my collection, some of my forgotten bottles that I may have not featured in a long time. So that's the plan. Of course, I want to start out with an actual review at the top of the stream. I'll be reviewing the brand new Bernheim Barrel Strength. This is the A225. Coming in at 125.4 proof, 62.7% ABV. So this is the newest release from Heaven Hill of their wheat whiskey. Those of you that watched my review of the Bernheim last year, I wasn't the biggest fan, at least for the B batch. It kind of had an off taste to me. So let's see if they redeem themselves with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get that open up, but I want to say hello to a few folks here in the chat. I see some people. Let's see. Taste and Sensibility. What's up, Doug? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Zophir's here as well, and look who it is, Wesley. Dude, long time no see. I hope to hang out soon. I know we were talking a little bit about a meetup in our local group, but hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. There's our guy. Congrats on 4K, amazing. Thank you so much, Don. Don, I mean, most of you guys have been here since the beginning. Don, Zophir, Donnie, I don't know who all is here yet, but I just want to say thank you to everyone that supported from the beginning and people that are new supporters. It all means a lot to see you guys every Thursday, or almost every Thursday. And I appreciate you guys continuing to watch the streams and come back here every Thursday evening, or watching the replay. I know a lot of people can't make it because it's so late on Pacific time, so on the East Coast it's so late. But appreciate those of you that do come back and watch. Always feel free to leave a comment. You know what? Some people feel weird about leaving a comment after a stream. I read them all. I'm happy to check comments the next day. I'm often going back to the video that I just put out, or the live stream I just did, the next day, so I can put like chapter markers, add tags, things like that. So I always go back and check it out. Please come to San Diego. I want to. We have a big Europe trip planned in 2 weeks. Speaking of which, I won't be live during that time. So we're going to London, Paris, and Amsterdam, March 21st through April 5th. So I will not be streaming during that time, but this summer, Wesley, I will definitely be down there. Oh, thank you so much, Doug. Yeah, 4,000. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. I've been hovering around like the 3,800 for a long time, a majority of that time. But I get it's difficult to gain subscribers when you're doing live streams only, and I knew that going into it. The way you get subscribers and build an audience is mostly through short form video, which, you know, I make quite a bit of that. Don't do as much of it anymore, only because I enjoy the live streams too much. And to me, I'd rather put an hour preparing and then an hour into a live stream than, you know, sitting down at a computer, recording, editing. Not to say I won't ever do it again, but I have way more fun doing these live streams with you guys. I feel like it's more interactive, and I think you guys tend to like it too. I heard a few people, I asked for some feedback on my Discord channel of like, what content do you like seeing? And most people said that they actually just watch the live streams, and like, I'm the only live streams they watch, which is crazy to me to hear. I don't think I'm that entertaining, but I appreciate the sentiment of that. So yeah, I like doing these, and we got here somehow, so somehow made it. Speaking of Discord, well, you got there's only a few folks here, but if you don't know, we have a Discord server which I call the Whiskey and Gaming Lounge. Everyone's welcome. We just had a new member join today. You can check that out. The link in my description below, also on my YouTube channel or my brand new website, bourbonbites.com. If you've not heard, just launched a new website, a new form of membership to support the channel called the Bite Club, which is not the Bite Club we previously had. It's a new Bite Club. If you guys are curious about that, check it out, bourbonbites.com. Basically, we're placing Patreon. Patreon still didn't exist, but this is kind of like a new platform where people can go to support. So if you're curious, check it out. It's in the description below. Just launched it last week, and we already have 6 members of the Bite Club, which is awesome. So good. Thank you all for those of you that have joined. Those of you that have had questions, thank you so much for reaching out. I definitely want to calm your worries about going to a new platform over Patreon. Don't worry if you're worried about getting double charged. Like, let's say you forgot to cancel your Patreon or whatever, just let me know. I can fix it for you. I prefer you all to come over to the Bite Club because more of the funds that you guys are giving goes straight to the creator, which is me. So definitely check out bourbonbites.com and check out the new memberships. There's also some merch there. If you're a member, you get a 15% discount on my Bourbon Bites merch, which I actually just placed an order for myself. Not sure when it's coming in. It partially shipped already. So I'm excited to wear my new 1-Up cap that I bought and some of my other new merch. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to have the website. All right. Always welcome. Yes. Yeah, I will see all of you when I come down. Tony's in the chat. What's up, Tony? Welcome back. I think you're back from Chile. Good to see you. Don said he's in the Bite Club. He is. He's also in the what we now call, was previously the Bite Club, but we now call it the Cliffy Bus Rider. So he is on the Cliffy Bus, which is what I call my YouTube membership here. I wanted to keep it fun, but keep it separate from like Discord and Patreon and things like that. But Don is also a Bite Club member, a very high-ranking Bite Club member at Bourbon Gigabyte, which is my $25 tier. Thank you so much, Don, for the support, and thank you all for checking it out. You can support for as little as $2 a month. It does mean a lot. If all 4,000 of you gave $2, I could quit my day job. I'm just kidding, but really, but no, I don't expect that. If you do feel, like you enjoy the streams, you get some enjoyment out of it, check it out. Feel free to subscribe, do like a one-time thing. There's also what I call like a tip clip, or what do I have it set as? Like tip jar or something. I forgot what it says. It's at the bottom of the page. If you just want to give a one-time donation to the channel, that also is a possibility. There's also super chats. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm sitting here like listing out all the possibilities to give me money, but I feel like it's fair. I like to have options, and like whatever you're comfortable with, whether you want a subscription or just a one-time, one-off thing. Cliffy Bus Fast. I like that. Maybe that's what we'll change it. I said Cliffy Bus Rider, and everyone got weird yesterday or last week when I was like, "Oh, I'm riding Cliffy." I'm like, okay, maybe that may not be the best way to put it, but Cliffy Bus Fast. Maybe like that. Maybe we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah. So, like I said, I want to start off with a review before we get into the Wheel of Whiskey. This is the newest batch of Bernheim Barrel Strength. Let's see what they tell us about it here. It's released twice a year, by the way, whereas Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Larceny Barrel Proof are 3 times a year. Bernheim is only released twice. Mash bill is 51% wheat, 37% corn, and 12% malted barley. So even though it's a barely legal wheat whiskey, it is a wheat whiskey because it's 51% or more of wheat. It's aged between 7 and 9 years and comes in at 125.4 proof. Let's go ahead and give it a nose. Well, already can tell you, I'm getting a better first impression than last year. If y'all remember correctly, or if I remember correctly, I think last year the B batch had this weird, like minty kind of funk, like chewing gum. It was super weird. I didn't like it at all. This one is already proving, based on the nose alone, that it's probably going to be better. Oh, Tony's not yet back. Okay, well, safe travels when you're headed back. On the nose, wheat whiskeys are such an interesting thing to try to pull out nosing notes because the typical corn sweetness that you expect and the typical rye spice just aren't there, or at least they're not as forefront of the whiskey. So really what you're getting is like I don't want to say like, this is a weird note, but it's like kind of like you're smelling like a freshly washed blanket. Like to me, it's like a cotton kind of smell, which is weird. Like cotton, I feel like I've never said that, but it's like, it weirdly reminds me of like fresh laundry. And I know that's such a weird note to describe whiskey, but it's such a light, delicate nose. even though I know the proof is going to be hot, it's really not much coming off the glass. So we're going to go in for a taste of this one. Cheers. Mmm. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a Bernheim that's tasted like this. I mean, wow. Sorry, I'm just a little bit taken back because normally I do like Bernheim barrel strength, but I still prefer Elijah Craig and Larceny, which are the rye bourbon and the wheated bourbon ahead of it. This though, it stands its ground. It holds its own for sure. I mean, man, I gotta go for another sip before I start giving out tasting notes. I want to say hello to Biking Bourbon and thank you so much for the congratulations. Appreciate you being here and being part of the journey. That's so weird. Like I said on the nose, it just smells like fresh. I say cotton, but it's definitely like a. I don't know. Is that weird? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like it's like a freshly washed blanket. Like you like pull a blanket out of the dryer and you can still feel the heat coming off of it. Kind of breathe it in. Not if you're using like a strong detergent, but it's just more of like a that warm, fuzzy feeling. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, but the taste is most exciting. This one really, it's a slow build. 125.4 is quite a high proof, but it doesn't immediately hit you. It kind of builds, lingers, and has a really long finish. This is probably my favorite wheat whiskey I've ever had to this point. Now, I don't know if I'm going to hold myself to that. I can do a blind fight if you guys want me to do that in the future, but so far, Bernheim Barrel Strength, the first one of 2025, is off to a great start. So let me know if you guys see this and you get a chance to try it. Love to hear your thoughts. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's because it's the first whiskey I'm trying tonight, but really, really impressed with this one. So I consider that a winner. All right. Bourbon Wrench, what's up, Trev? Good to see you in the chat. Congrats on 4K. I appreciate that, Trev. You guys go check out Trev's channel. Everyone here knows Trev. If you don't, check out. He goes live. What day do you go live now? I feel like I lost track of everybody. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying. But cheers, Trev. Thank you so much for stopping in. The OG Bourbon Wrench. The Pecker House, welcome. Thank you. Congratulations on 4K. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. If you are watching and you happen to not be subscribed, we're right at the edge of 4,000. So, like, if we lose a couple, I'll be a little sad. So, if you've not yet subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below and hit the bell to be notified when I go live. I noticed that, like, I was looking at some specs and only 30% of the people that watch my live streams are subscribed. Not live streams, but just 30% of people that watch my videos are subscribed, which is pretty low. So just double check if you are interested and you do come back. The YouTube algorithm sometimes will keep recommending my videos and make you think that you're subscribed, but you may not be. So just double check. It does just take a click of a button. Hit the thumbs up while you're down there. It does mean a lot here on YouTube. So yes, thank y'all. Appreciate it. All right, shall we get into the Wheel of Whiskey, which is what I've been promising all night. I'm really glad I tried that Bernheim. Do you guys like have any like I feel like no one ever talks about Bernheim barrel strength. I know I don't. I'm like, it's like kind of one of the most forgettable ones I try every year, but this year, I don't know. That's a contender, maybe the best whiskeys of 2025. We just started, but you never know. All right, so like I said at the top of the stream, I put together a wheel of not every whiskey I have, but every distillery, at least most distilleries I have represented. We're gonna shuffle it a couple of times. I'm doing a couple wild cards, so that way I can like pick my own whiskey because why not? Or have you guys pick it? We'll see what happens when we land on it. But yeah, we got bourbon, we got American whiskey, we got Canadian whiskey, we got Scotch, we got Irish whiskey, we got the whole gambit of whiskeys here in the list. So I'm very very excited to get it spinning. Trev said he only has one Bernheim barrel proof from last year. If it was the B batch from last year, I really disliked that one. For me, that one was really bad. I thought it was good, but this one blows it away. So maybe give it another chance. Seeing as it's never on the shelf, no. That's true. That's true. All right, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys the wheel of whiskey. So, like I said, I put every distillery almost that I own here. I've shuffled it quite a few times. I'll keep shuffling it because why not? And then I'm going to spin it, and we're going to go grab a bottle from the shelf behind me and get to drink it. So, let's get going. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel of whiskey. Oh, Tony says Bourbon Wrench's happy anniversary. I don't know if it's your channel anniversary or your real life anniversary, but either way, congratulations, happy anniversary. A223. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the 23, I think they're kind of forgettable, but try out the 25. All right, Wheel of Whiskey. Please be something good. Ooh, almost a wild card. Oh, no. Well, what's it close to? All right. High West Distillery. All right, well, I know where that one is. I'm worried I might be able to not find some of these. Let me grab that one right now. I actually only currently have one whiskey from High West, but it's a damn good one. So, we got High West Distillery on the first Wheel of Whiskey spin. So here I have, of course, Midwinter's Night Dram. Now, this is from Act 8, so this one is from a few years back. I always prefer the older ones, but I think it's still good today. But yeah, this is a port-finished rye whiskey. You guys have heard me talk about this on the channel. I don't have to treat this as a new review. You guys have heard me review this. It's delicious. Wine finishes and rye are always some of my favorite whiskeys ever. I've said this all the time. Rye whiskey takes on such a strong flavor of the casks that are used to finish it. So that's why I always prefer a finished rye versus a finished bourbon. Yeah, it's already great on the nose. I mean, that port cask is so, I don't want to say it dominates the flavor, but I mean, this you're not going into this drinking you're not going into this thinking that you're drinking just straight rye whiskey. It's definitely a finished whiskey. Tony, you're gonna get yourself auto banned. I mean, we do have mods on the channel, but YouTube has its own ways. I see you typing in the chat one letter at a time. I don't think YouTube recommends that, but all right, let's try the High West Distillery Midwinter's Night Dram, Act 8 or Scene 8, whatever. Number 8. Oh man, coming off of that Bernheim, this is such an opposite flavor. It's a rye. It's 49.3, so it's about just under 100 proof. Yeah, that is completely different, but really good. It's really bright. It's so sweet. I mean, port to me is like not like a raisin fruit. It's more of like a freshly squeezed strawberry. Let me try. It's like, it's a bright fruit. I don't want to say strawberry. I think it's taking it a little too far, but it's more of like maybe like a cherry. Cherry might be a good way to put it, but it's very bright, vibrant, fruity, juicy, delicious. You know what's also delicious? Taste and sensibility with the $40 super chat. 4,000 pennies for 4,000 subs. Congratulations. Well, thank you so much, Doug. You guys also make sure to check out Doug's channel here on YouTube. He does a lot of different tastings as well. He's sent plenty of people my way to the channel, so I support him so much for that, including our newest Bourbon Terabyte member, B. Bauer. So, yes, thank you so much, Doug. I appreciate it so much. I mean, that's going to go towards, I told myself this year I'm going to buy more bottles specifically to review, and I didn't really do as much of that last year, but I'm going to do that more this year. So, it hasn't happened yet, but we're only going to month 3. Saving up those funds. We'll get something fun here soon for the channel. I am going to Europe, so maybe I can find some. I do have a plan. I do have a trip planned to La Maison du Whiskey, so I will definitely be picking up something there. I also just bought a huge. I think I haven't bought anything. I just spent $380 like yesterday, but it hasn't come in yet, so I'm not thinking about it. It was Still Austin. It was like a bunch of their products were discounted. I was like, let me just buy them all. So I bought their single barrel, the bottle and bond, the barrel strength. We're going to do a Still Austin flight here soon. I've had them on the channel before, but it's been a while. So, yeah, stick around. Subscribe if you want to see that. But we do need some more whiskey. Emily says she is late to the party. You are not late at all. We've had a review and then one wheel of whiskey, but we got 38 more minutes. I mean, I'm not always exactly on time, but close enough. 40,000 Chilean pesos. Does YouTube still do the thing where if you change your currency, it doesn't know what to do? So if you were to spend 40,000 Chilean pesos, it would act as if you just gave me $40,000. I know for a while it did, and on Twitch people were doing that, so it was like seemed like the most epic amount of money ever, and it's just like in Zimbabwe money. I think I've seen that before too, where they give like $1 million, and it like YouTube like freaks out like, oh my god, you just got so much money, and it's just like worth. I mean, it's worth like what 100, 200, but still, I wonder if they do that. I don't know. You guys test it. Give me some money in other currencies. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so that was a great start. High West. I'm going to pour little samples of these because I'm going to try to get through as many of these as possible. So we're gonna go back to the wheel of whiskey. We're gonna spin it again. Let me remove. I'll set it to remove the ones that we already spin, and then we'll yeah. So we'll take it off so we don't have to spin it again. So let's go and go. Wheel of whiskey spin number 2 for 4,000 subscribers. Let's go. Okay. Oh man, I don't want to drink Jim Beam. Just kidding. One of my favorite distilleries. Well, I will say I have a separate listing for Booker's because I have a lot of Booker's. I don't have a separate one for Knob Creek, so I think this is calling for a Knob Creek. Let me get up. Let me see. Let me see what we got. Oh no, do I not have Knob Creek? I mean, I have other Jim Beam, but I may not have a Knob Creek. Okay. In that case. Spring yet? Is it still winter? Okay, we'll do this one. Can't believe I don't have a Knob Creek in the house. Y'all know it's my favorite. But I do have this. This is one of the recent pickups for the channel. This is Jim Beam Winter Reserve. This was a special release. It is not flavored, even though it says notes of vanilla and cinnamon. It actually, you didn't see the wheel? Wait, I saw it on my end. What did you see? Did y'all not see this? Did that not pop up? Because this is what it, just my logo. Oh, weird. Huh? Do you see the wheel over there now? Come on, StreamYard, don't let me down. You don't see it. Whoa. Okay, let me stop sharing and see what happens. Let's see. Present, share screen, wheel of whiskey, share. How about now? Do you see it over here? I see it on my end. No, thank you for letting me know. That was the whole point of you guys seeing the wheel. Oh, StreamYard has been having issues with sharing. Of course, the one time that I want to do a screen share. I wish I would have known about this. Hold on, let me... Nothing? Still nothing? Oh no, man, that kind of defeats the purpose. Well, I promise you guys I'm doing the wheel spin. I wish you guys could see it. Let me know if any of these work. Do you not see anything? Michelle had the same problem last night. Shoot. Let me try one more thing and then we'll still keep going. It just kind of gets... did y'all not see the wheel the whole time? I was bragging about how many items are on the wheel. Shoot. Okay. Let me just try one more thing real quick. We saw a small one at first. Okay. Let me try this. I'm gonna share the entire browser window. How about that? Does that show anything? I know there's a delay in the chat. Saw the first wheel spin. Oh, weird. You saw it and then you didn't see it again. I did not change anything whatsoever. Man, that's so frustrating. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What's up, Chris? And Stacy, sorry, I'm just a little I'm a little sad because I spent a long time making this wheel. You guys at least saw the first one. Y'all know I'm actually spinning it. I'm not just making this up on the spot. Can you guys at least hear it? I'll at least turn the volume up so you can at least maybe hear the fun music. All right, anyways, landed on Jim Beam Distillery. We saw it just before you closed the window. How strange. Wait, I'm clicking into it now. Can you see it when I'm clicking? Do the smaller window share. Smaller window share. This one? Can y'all see that? It's little, but can you see it? Now you see. Okay. I will leave this on the screen. I'm not going to touch anything. So forgive me for only being half of Cliffy, but you know what? I want you guys to be able to see this. So anyways, we landed on Jim Beam. I know if I turn it off, it'll go away because y'all saw it earlier. So Jim Beam Winter Reserve. It is a 86 proof version of Jim Beam, supposedly made for the winter season. I think it's technically spring. Is it still spring? I don't know, but it is 48 degrees outside. It's cloudy. It's rainy. Definitely winter weather in Los Angeles. So I could use a nice, refreshing reminder of one of my favorite seasons. That's a lie. I don't know why I even said that. Why did I just say one of my favorite seasons. I'm not a winter person at all. Like I'm a summer person. I'm just talking out my ass right now. I'm so frazzled from the whole the sharing screen thing, but it's all good. Breathe. I also need to turn the AC on because I'm dying. Okay, anyways, let's go. Trev liked the Winter Reserve. Yeah, I liked it too. It's been a minute since I've tried it though. Let's go ahead and go for another taste. Sure. Cheers. Poured a little much of that one though. I have a dump glass. It's okay. Yeah, I think it's different enough from regular Jim Beam. It's better, much better than the White Label. I think Jim Beam White Label is my least favorite Jim Beam. This one is more in line with the black, a little bit like the not quite as good as the single barrel, but they used to have one called the Distiller's Cut, which was 100 proof, which was my favorite Jim Beam release. This does remind me of that. It's kind of those darker, richer flavors that you get on a older slash higher, not higher proof necessarily, but just an older, more densely flavored bourbon. So whether it's from like the top of the Rick House where the heat rises, or just different parts of the land, I don't know how they do it, but there definitely is more spice, definitely more wood notes here. Yeah, this is just it's what I want Jim Beam White Label to be. I think this is significantly better, and I could drink this if this is the only bourbon available to me in like a bourbon bar. I will gladly drink it. It'll take me a while. I'll have to drink a lot of it to be able to get to the proof that I actually like, but very, very nice. Full spring. Yeah, it's not spring yet. Oh, Tony. Tony says half of Cliffy is better than most. Appreciate that, Tony. Chris says Lil is upset that she cannot binge Reacher season 3 this weekend with the cyclone hitting us. Oh, that sucks. Is it the finale out yet? 301, 302. So 303, 304. I think 305 is coming out. Is 305 coming out this weekend? Yeah, 305. That's a big one. So you guys make sure to watch. If you're watching Reacher, 305 is a major, major game changer in the in the series. So definitely watch that one. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. But it's good. Everyone says how much they like that bottle, but I never saw it. Yeah, I saw it weirdly in South Carolina first, and I'm like, I don't want that. I'm like, what is this? And then I saw it out here in California. I'm like, okay, it must be a thing. So let me try it. Donnie fell asleep already. I don't doubt it. I mean, he's been working hard lately, so it's all good. All right, we're gonna spin the wheel of whiskey again. I'll leave it on the screen so that you guys can see it. Hopefully, you guys can hear it as well. Let's go ahead and respin the wheel of whiskey for our third pour. Now my dancing is more awkward because I'm full screen. Oh, what the perfect occasion for it being Irish Whiskey Month with our good friend Four Leaf Whiskey in the chat. Teeling Distillery. Ooh, fun. Which one? I actually think I just only have one in here. I have another one in my I have a bar cart in our living room. Well, Teeling, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do Irish whiskey. Why not? Yeah, this is the only one I have in here. Like I said, I have a second. I have the small batch on my bar cart, but I've had this on the channel several times. This is the Teeling 13-year cask strength single barrel from Total Wine, 57.8 finished in PX sherry cask. Delicious, all the things I love. You can tell I've been enjoying this bottle. I've had it for maybe not quite a year. I've had it for at least 6 to 8 months, and it is going fast because it is so flavorful. It's like one of the most flavorful Irish whiskeys I've had. I actually prefer it over some older Irish whiskeys. This is 13 years. I've always said I think 12 to 15 years for Irish is my sweet spot. I don't tend to like anything 15 or over. 15 is like the one that I like sometimes. But yeah, 12 to 14 actually I think would be my ideal Irish whiskey age for me. Redbreast, Teeling, whatever. Whiskey Peer says that's Cooley. Yes, I've heard that as well. This is from the old Cooley Distillery. They don't tell you that anywhere, but yeah, this is old juice. And I'm very, very excited to go back to it and kick off Irish Whiskey Month. Chris said we have an Irish for the Australian Whiskey Club pick this month. Oh, fun. Nice. I honestly, I've said this before, Irish whiskey is the category I neglect the most in my collection. You can't see now because I don't want to take it off the screen, but it's almost entirely bourbon and American whiskey, and then mostly Scotch and a few sprinklings of Irish. So I do need to explore more Irish whiskey for sure. It's one of my least represented categories. Huge fan of that Winter Reserve. Yeah, actually, someone was saying that you were a fan of it. I am too. I mean, dang, it's so much better than White Label. I think I would put up there with like Black Label and then what used to be my favorite, which was Distiller's Reserve. So yeah. All right, let's go for the Teeling 13-year single barrel. I love a good Irish whiskey. To me, it's like, like one of my favorite notes on Heaven Hill whiskeys, which is one of my other favorite distilleries, is that like baked good note that I always say, like a pie crust. Irish whiskey is in that same realm. A lot of people say shortbread cookie. It's definitely that dense, buttery note. And then when you combine it with PX sherry, and then you give that extra age of 13 years, it really, really shines. Not even that, but cask strength. I mean, this has everything going right for it. I could not see myself not loving this. And obviously I've been loving it because it's almost gone. So cheers to Irish Whiskey Month. St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. Next week would be the only stream before St. Patrick's Day, right? Shoot. Okay. I need to buy more Irish whiskey. Okay, I'll think of something. I'll think of something related to St. Patrick's Day. If it's not all Irish whiskey, maybe we'll do like St. Patrick's Day cocktails. Are there special St. Patrick's Day beers? Because I know like Halloween has like pumpkin beers and Oktoberfest has Oktoberfest beers. Is there Irish? Maybe just do Irish beers. We'll see. Throw me your ideas over on Discord. Would love to know what you guys want me to see. I've done Irish whiskey several years in a row. I've been doing this for far too long. I've done Irish whiskeys a lot. I'd love to try either new Irish whiskeys or something fun like Irish beers. Oh, that nose is so good. Matthew's in the house. What's up, Matthew? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't taste it. I just was smelling it. Oh my god. Oh, that's delicious. Honey. Like it's honey, but like a honey and jam. Like imagine like a fruit tart, but like with not just like the preserve, like the whether it's like not pomegranate, but it's like a berry compote. I'm thinking that, but with some honey and like the most buttery biscuit crust. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm gonna be so sad when it's gone, for sure. Mm. One of my favorites in my collection. That's so good. Chris said our wind gusts are up to 45 miles per hour at the moment. Expected max of 120. Oh my gosh. You guys stay safe. I can imagine that will knock the power and internet out for you guys. It's been windy here in LA today and yesterday, but not nearly that bad. So stay safe. Hopefully your power stays on. What are we drinking tonight? We are drinking everything. I have every whiskey in my collection on this wheel right here. We're going to spin it, and we're going to pick a whiskey to drink. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've drank a lot already, but we got like 25 more minutes, so we're going to drink a little bit more. And then, of course, we're taking it over to our after party, which is for everyone $10 and up on Patreon / The Bite Club. New website, bourbonbites.com. Check it out if you're not yet there. Links in the description. Super, super proud of the new site. Please check it out. Zover said, I think they have a popular beer called Juinis? Juinis. Huh. Never heard of it. Just kidding. I do like Guinness Zero. I did a stream that actually is still getting so many views. It's my non-alcoholic beer stream. That's actually one of my most viewed live streams in recent years. And yeah, so the Guinness Zero is amazing. Stover said, I saw at Costco today they had a box of Irish beers. Oh, hell yeah. I just renewed my Costco subscription as well, so I will have to go check that out. Thank you for the heads up. I said Jew what? What? I didn't say Jew. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, let's go back to the wheel of whiskey. Let's spin it again. Let's grab another whiskey from my shelf to celebrate 4,000 subscribers. Did I miss? Wait, hold on. Someone super chatted. Did I miss a super chat? Oh, Tony, I'm so sorry. I saw it come through, and I think that was when I got distracted by something. Tony, thank you so much for your $40 super chat. Totally did not mean to miss that. I saw it, and then I got distracted, like I easily do. It's dollars on your screen. Well, appreciate the dollars, the super chat, whatever it is. I appreciate it. You and Doug, you guys are awesome. Thank y'all so much. I'm not asking you guys to give, but the fact that you guys did means a lot. So, cheers to you, my friends. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, new website. Merch, memberships, links to all the places you can find Cliffy on the internet. Check it out. Really, really proud of it. All right. Wheel of Whiskey. Let's spin her again. Ooh. Wild card. Okay, I put 4 of those in because I thought 4 for 4,000. And we just hit one. So wild card, I'm thinking I get to pick anything from my collection to drink. Can be open or unopened. I'm thinking I should open something. Um, I know what I want to open. Oh, I know what I want to open, but it's not in here. Hold on. Let me pull out my handy dandy cell phone and text Justin. I don't want to spoil it. But it's a new bottle that I've never opened. I have 2 of these and I've never opened them. And I just found them in the back of my collection recently. So I put them in storage. I'm like, I'm not going to drink those anytime soon. But that was before we hit 4,000 subscribers. It's more of a sentimental bottle to me, but it's more of just like I'm a sucker for the name. The name has a significant, a personal sentimental value to me. So there was somewhere in Chile, a tear rolled down the cheek of Tony. Oh, old fashioned ways plus plus. Cheers, everyone! Congrats on 4K. Appreciate that. Good to see. I think it might be first time seeing you in the chat. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a journey, so I'm glad to be here. A scotch, pop some bottles. I have bottles like that. Yeah, it's like it's not like it's necessarily expensive. I mean, it kind of is. It's a hard to find bottle. But yeah, I need an occasion to pop a new bottle. If not, if he doesn't see my text, I'm gonna I just don't know if I have any other poppable bottles. Okay. Let me call him. You didn't read my text. I need you to get one of the bottles that I texted you from above the fridge, and I'll come get it. But get it down. You need the step stool. Okay, bye. All right. Yeah, he wasn't reading his text. So yeah, I'll open a new bottle for you guys. I think it's a good time to celebrate. I am burning up in here, so let me turn the AC on while we wait. What are you guys drinking? Are you guys drinking anything fun tonight? Would love to know. Is there anything new that you're excited about? I've seen a lot of Jack Daniels bottles go up recently. A lot of people have been reviewing them. I've not had the opportunity to have one. I would love one. I don't think I'm on their distribution list of media samples. It's a long way from the original streaming of your whiskey journeys for us OGs. It has been a long journey. It really has. I'm enjoying every second of it. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, like live streams are what I get the most joy out of. I've been doing YouTube since I was 16 years old, but live streams are the most fun for me. Don't get me wrong, I do love editing. I do love, some of the older skits and stuff I used to do, but live streams are where it's at. I got it. All right, so my wild card is a bottle that I have 2 of them, and I've not opened them. Like I said, it's more of a sentimental thing for me, but we're talking about Rock Hill Farms from Heaven or from Buffalo Trace. I've had a sample of it, but I've never opened a bottle of it. And when I say sentimental, I'm basic. My hometown is called Rock Hill. Rock Hill is this has no relation to my hometown, but when I heard that there was a whiskey with the same name as my hometown, I'm like, okay, I gotta own a bottle of this. So I thankful actually to Brandon. Y'all know Brandon, Brandy. You may know him as. I think he actually helped me get both of these. So cheers to Brandon for this. I've held on to it for years. I have no idea. Is there like a laser code that I can find out how old this is? I had 2 of them. This is the not as old one. Just in case the old one's worth something over time. Yeah, so this is Rock Hill Farms. I'm excited. Never had this. I've had it in like I think a while back ago, Brandon and I actually did a Buffalo Trace blind fight where we did this versus Blanton's versus Elmer T. Lee, and I think Rock Hill Farms was my favorite, even in a blind. So let's go ahead and pop the cork. Someone's gonna be sad that like this probably is. I could probably resell this for a good amount, but you know what? I buy bourbon to drink it. Certain bottles are saved for special occasions, and 4,000 subscribers is a very special occasion for me. So cheers, you guys. Let's open her up. There we go. I was trying to be very gentle with it. All right, so I do need to reuse a glass. I don't want to use my. This one's a bourbon, so I'll use that one. Now I know this is gonna spill. This is like the worst bottle shape for pouring, right? Like it's pretty. Someone said Caribou Crossing bottle. Yeah, it's the same bottle. But it's going to spill. I know it's going to spill. If I go fast, it doesn't do as bad. So if you didn't know, Rock Hill Farms is the same mash bill as Blanton's. Same mash bill as Elmer T. Lee. Just a Buffalo Trace product that's very, very hard to find. It's allocated, but it's 100 proof. And I love me a good 100 proof whiskey. 100 to 110 is like my ideal proof point. So I'm excited for this one. Oh, I also, I love how I lied to you guys earlier tonight. I was like, I've not spent that much. I've not bought bottles for the channel. I told you about the Still Lost one, right? And then I just remembered that I just bought a Blanton's Gold and a Blanton Straight from the Barrel. I pre-ordered them from my liquor store. I've never owned bottles. I've tried samples of them, never owned them. So we're gonna have a lot of Buffalo Trace this year. Maybe not Pappy's. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe. But yeah. So it's gonna be fun. So make sure to subscribe if you like that. Chris said he picked it up back in 2012. This one's not that old. It's probably from 2018, I would guess. 2019 maybe, but not 2012. Probably the same glass bottle as Caribou Crossing. Yeah, it is the same bottle for sure, just different labels. Worst bottle lip. Hate most spill bottles, yeah. Tony said my bottle of Rock Hill's been open for like 4 years. What's that worth on secondary? I have no idea. If it's been open, probably not worth much of anything, but I just, I don't collect to make money. I collect to find things to drink and share with you guys. And what better time than hitting a milestone like 4,000 subscribers? So I'm happy to drink it. Let's go ahead and give it a nose. Rock Hill Farms. Oh yeah, that's the classic Buffalo Trace. I don't know, is it mash bill number 2? Whichever mash bill it was. Chris said it was $45 back then. So I paid retail for both of these. It was like 60. I think the first one was 60 and the second one was like 70 or 80. But like, yeah, I paid like retail for it. MB2. What MB2? I don't know what that stands for. That's part of the passion for getting you already bought bottles when you say that you've stopped for a while. I know, it's really bad. Old fashioned ways. Oh, congrats to 4K. Keep it up. Cheers. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you come back. I'm here every Thursday, so good to see you in the chat. And if you've been here before, I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that come in and out, so I apologize, but it's so good to see you. Mash bill number 2. Thank you. I was like MB. I was like Magnificent Bastard number 2. Okay, I got it. Thank you guys. Todd is here. Cheers, Todd. Thank you for making it. I know you said you'd make it earlier. We're just celebrating 4,000 subscribers. I'm drinking a new bottle that I just cracked. Rock Hill Farms. Not new. I've been hiding in my cabinet for a long time. But thought, why not celebrate tonight with something new? I'm subscribed but watching first time live. Oh, awesome. Well, hope you're enjoying it. I try to stick around 1 hour so I don't go crazy long like some people do. More power to them. I save the drunk Cliffy for the after party for Patreon. Or for the bike club, sorry. Trying to reprogram my brain. I'm so used to saying Patreon, but we're the bike club now. All right, let's go for a taste. Cheers. Yep. It's exactly what I expected and remembered it to be. It's all the same flavors that you get in a Blanton's, which I've never been one to like obsess over Blanton's, but I really do like the flavor profile. I think the proof of regular Blanton's kind of hurts it a little bit. I have had some single barrels that actually shine a little bit better than the standard one, but this one with a bump and proof up to 100, which would be fun to compare this to the Blanton's Gold. That's actually what I'm looking forward to now that I've opened it. Yeah, it's kind of the best expression of that mash bill, at least that I've had. Do you guys prefer Elmer T. Lee? Do you prefer Blanton's? Do you prefer this? Let me know. But for me, in the blind from years ago, I definitely preferred Rock Hill Farms. I'm not gonna try to chug that. I still got about 12 minutes of the stream. Oh, Todd, thank you so much. Cheers to 4,000 subscribers. Congratulations. Oh, that means so much. Thank you so much for your support since the beginning. I actually, you probably missed it at the top of the stream. I was like, so many people have been here since the beginning. You, Don, Donnie, Zofer, Emily, everyone's been here since the beginning, and also plenty of new folks along the way. You guys made it possible. Thank you all for being here, being part of the family, and I love y'all. All right, enough with the sappy. Let's get into it. We got more Wheel of Whiskey. Let's spin it again. Let's go ahead and find what our next pour is tonight. I do have a little bit more of that Rock Hill Farms I'm going to drink a bit later. But let's go ahead and spin it. Also, hi, show me the proof. Welcome. Good to see you. Rock Hill Farm is the king of mash bill 2, in my opinion. The only exception is straight from the... Yes. I agree. But, yes. 100% agree with you there. All right, let's spin the Wheel of Whiskey. Go. Oh, okay. Going to Scotch. Is this the first Scotch? Bunnahabhain. Okay, now I'm like, do I have Bunnahabhain? Hold on. If I don't, I'll pick another Scotch. Let me go see. I don't know if I have Bunnahabhain. Let's see. Let's see. That's not it. Aha, we do. I knew it wasn't crazy. So do you have Bunnahabhain? So this is the 12-year cast strength release. It'll focus. I don't know how to do it with this half screen thing. There we go. 12-year-old 2022 small batch distilled, coming in at 56.6% ABV. This is the cast strength. Does it say what casks? Definitely is dark. I mean, color on this is so dark. Does anyone know which casks this is aged? I mean, I'll pour it so you'll see how dark it is. What a show off. This has been sitting on my shelf since 2022, guys. I don't drink it very often. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of color on that. I'm not sure what casks it's aged in. I wish I knew, but definitely some sort of sherry would be my guess. Matthew Park said he has the 2023 edition. Very, very good bottle that Bunna 12 cast strength is. Awesome. So glad to yeah, I've loved this bottle since I first got it. All the casks. Okay, I feel you. Sometimes it has to do with the spirit or whiskey. Oh, you guys are talking about cocktails. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, so I mean, color on that. Look at that. That's dark. So like I said, it's probably some sort of sherry. For some reason I was thinking it was PX, but I don't see that necessarily say. It says no added color, so it has to be a reason that it's dark. It does say sherried, so it's definitely some sort of sherry. But let's give it a nose. Bunnahabhain. That's one that I forget about. But there's a note that I don't always love in these type of whiskeys, especially I'm assuming it was Islay. Okay. Shoot. Okay. It's giving me some Highland notes on the nose. A little bit of that cereal grain, but there's a depth here that I really do enjoy. So let's go and give it a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh, that's rich. That is like drinking a what's a relevant way to say it? It's like the first bite of like a piece of chocolate cake or fudge. That it's just like such a decadent, rich, super overwhelmingly rich flavor that you got to go in for more than just one because it's going to blow your palate on first taste. I mean, we've been drinking all bourbon, American whiskey. We had an Irish earlier, but switching to this is a drastic change. But a nonetheless delicious one. It's hard to see, but this bottle's getting very low. It's probably got about like 3 good pours in it left, maybe. So, yeah, almost out of that. I'll have to get a new Bunnahabhain. Are there new releases any good? I know Matthew said he's had the 2023. Has anyone had like the 24 or potentially 25 of this? I'd be curious to see if it's still as good as it was back then. It's always hard to say. Brad's in the chat. Congrats. Hopefully the next 4,000 will come quickly. I hope so too, or else we're going to be here. I'm going to be 80 years old before I get the next 4,000. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a slow growth, but I'm glad to finally hit it. So cheers to you, Brad. Good to see you. Oh, that Bunna's really good. We're gonna have to finish that, and then we got 8 minutes left. Let's see if we can get in. We'll at least get one more in, but let's see if we can get 2 in. Let's go. Cliffy's gonna be real drunk on the after party. So if you want to get on that, bourbonbites.com. I'm going to drop that there because I'll forget. Yeah, and join the Discord, of course, as well. So, but join the new website. All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel of whiskey again. Let's go. Cheers. Okay. New Riff. Where are our New Riff fans in the chat? I know quite a few of you are. We got some New Riff. I have one that I've been. There's one that just wait a minute. I've had this bottle for so long, and every time I drink it, I don't know why I never go back to it. It's an interesting flavor. It's one of their experimental releases. But I've had these bottles for literally 3 years now, and I've not been able to make it through a single, not even halfway. So we're going to try it again tonight. Of course, I'm talking about the Backsetter. I have the bourbon and the rye, but I grabbed the rye tonight, since especially we just had a peated whiskey, and we just had a rye earlier tonight. So 100 proof. Basically, it says the unprecedented use of peated sour mash backset lends a lovely smoky tone to our flagship rye. So, again, they had some peated mash. They did the sour mash process where they do not change it, they don't clean it, and there's a little bit of those elements left into the mash. So, let's see how the Backsetter rye goes. Like I said, I've tried this. I mean, look, I've had this for like you can literally barely even, well, if I show you the right side, you can see, like, it's not even, I've had this for so long. Mash bill is 95% rye, 5% malted barley, aged 4 years. So, did any of y'all have this? I also had the like I said, the Backsetter bourbon. And don't get me wrong, I love peat, I love rye, so I should love this. I love New Riff rye. New Riff rye is delicious. And that green apple note, even on this, with the smoke, it's still there. All right, let's go for a taste. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think I see why I don't love it. I love a smoky, peaty whiskey. I love a rye whiskey. But when you put the two together, I don't necessarily feel like they work. Like, it's a fun experiment, don't get me wrong, but the way that the smoke expresses itself, at least on this rye, is it's very medicinal, clean, like chemical kind of smoke. Basically how I used to feel about Laphroaig. I love Laphroaig now, but when I first got into it, I could not get past that, like, I kind of like a burning hospital kind of note. But I feel like I get that on this, but it's less refined. It's like you get the smoke, but you don't get any of the elements of the peat that round it out, I guess. So it's like you just extract the smoke flavor only, and just like pour it into a rye whiskey. Yeah, I don't see myself gravitating towards this one. I'm not gonna just grab, like, if I'm like I want a rye whiskey, I'm not gonna grab this. I want a smoky whiskey, I'm not gonna grab this. I think that's why it's just been sitting. So if y'all have I think a cocktail though. Maybe doing a twist on like maybe a Manhattan with this, or even what's the Scotch cocktail that has the floater of like Laphroaig? Not a sidecar. I'm forgetting what that's called. But maybe doing it with this instead of that. That actually could be really good. So yeah, not my favorite, but hey, it gave me a chance to drink a little bit more of it tonight. So let's see. New York fan, New York Balboa and malted rye are delicious. Agreed. Love both of those. Todd said he's had both Backsetters, prefer the bourbon of the rye, but enjoy both. Yeah, I have the bourbon. I might grab that for the after party. And with the answer earlier, Bunnahabhain 12 matured primarily in first and second fill Oloroso sherry with a small percent of bourbon. Thank you, Emily. I did not have that info, so I appreciate you looking it up for us. So, like drinking a rye whiskey in an unrinsed peaty whiskey glass. Exactly. That's the vibe it gives me. And I love those two things separately. I don't know if I can love them both together. You know? I prefer like if I were to I prefer like a one-on-one versus like a threesome with the two. Like, I'd rather have one and then have the other one versus having them both at the same time. If that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. This got one more time. Let's go. Let's see what the next whiskey is to celebrate 4,000 subscribers. Oh, we are going. We're literally going like deeper and deeper. Ardbeg. Okay. Well, you guys know I love an Ardbeg. Let me go ahead and pour that out. It's actually I didn't pour it out. I have a dumping glass that I'll be drinking tonight. Ardbeg. I love Ardbeg. Let's see what we got. All right, we got 3 Ardbegs. You guys gonna help me pick? Do we want Ardbeg Scorch? Do we want Ardbeg Bizarrebecue? Or do we want Ardbeg? Okay. Fermutation. Sorry. I was like thinking like invasion, ferment. What is it called? Scorch, fermutation, or Bizarrebecue. What should we do? Let's see. What does the chat say? What do we go? I see 1 vote for Scorch. While we wait, Zover said fond memory of the channel. The time that we mixed peanut butter screwball whiskey with peated scotch. Oh my gosh. That was a lot of fun. That was fun. I had some pretty crazy moments on this channel. All right, we got 2 votes for Scorch, 1 vote for Bizarrebecue. I think we're leaning towards Scorch. Shall we go with Scorch? Let's go with Scorch. All right. This one's getting low. Especially if the Scorch is the committee release. Well, lucky for you it is. This is the Focus on Me. I think that says 2021, does it? 2021 committee only edition Ardbeg Scorch. It is fiercely charred cask. If you're curious what Scorch means, it is like they just really overcharred it. I think they also did a bit of a it says we matured it in our most heavily charred ex-bourbon casks. They said the aromas of soot and smoke, as well as grilled fare and black licorice, mingle with bold notes of antiseptic lozenge. This truly is a dram of fantastical proportions. So we're going with Scorch. I only have a little bit of this left, but I have not had it in probably over a year or 2. Let's go and try it. All right, the last celebratory pour for 4,000 subscribers. Hey, we can do this again when we hit 5,000. So if you're not hit subscribe yet, get us a little bit closer tonight. Let's get up to at least let's get at least some. Oh, this you guys can see this. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, I was about to go look at my subscriber count. We'll just be a little embarrassing, shall we? 4,001. We're 999 subscribers away. We got this. We got this, guys. All right, Ardbeg Scorch. Man, that is mesmerizing of a nose. I mean, like I said, the Backsetter Rye to me I like the smokiness, but it didn't blend with the whiskey. This one is like charred meat, like barbecue, like burnt ends, I guess. That's kind of like more of like the charred, like the little bit overcooked meat. But it's got a sweetness to it, like a barbecue sauce. I mean, man, I'm from South Carolina, guys. I love my barbecue. Let's go for a taste. Cheers. Man, I forgot how good that is. I don't think I've had an Ardbeg that's beat it. I've tried several. Like I said, I tried the fermutation. I tried the what do I keep forgetting? Bizarrebecue. But I think Scorch. I don't think I've had anything that's beat it yet. Now, I've not picked up the most recent releases or the committee releases, so there probably is something special out there that I've not had. But man, I will say I like the nose a little bit better. I see your comment, Todd. The nose to me is like 100% a barbecue restaurant. If you've ever been to a really good barbecue restaurant, you know when you walk in the door, you're going to smell it. And when you walk out the door, you're going to smell it on your clothes for the rest of the day. So it's that nose. The palate, I guess maybe leaves a little something to be desired because the nose is so good. But I mean, one of my absolute favorite whiskey releases ever. And I'm very, very glad to have the opportunity to try it. Mostly thanks to you guys, because You guys, seriously, you guys allow me such an opportunity to explore new whiskeys, share them with you guys, give my honest impressions, not feeling judged necessarily. I have my likes, they may not always align with everyone else's likes, but I like to tell it how it is. And that's why I think maybe what sets the channel apart, I'm not always seeking out those high end allocated bottles, although, when I get my hands on them, I do enjoy them. But no, I seek out good whiskey, and I don't. If I ever have connections to get something, I'll say something about it. If I forgot to say earlier, Bernheim Barrel Strength was actually sent to me by Heaven Hill, so huge shout out to them for providing samples. But I always at least try to remember to say if something has been sent to me. It's very rare. Usually when I have a guest on the channel and I'm interviewing them, they've sent me samples. But if I'm just reviewing something as a one-off, most of the time I bought it myself. So just so you guys know, it's honest, it's real, and all 4,000 of you, I appreciate you. Let's keep it going. Let's make sure I'm not 80 years old by the time we get to the next 4,000. I'd like to get to 5,000. I don't know if we can do 5,000 this year. I would love to say that, but I don't. Not to say I don't have confidence. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll get 5,000 this year? We'll find out. We'll find out. But we got 7 more months. Oh no, wait, we got 8 more months. Oh god, this is such a long year. No, it's 9 more months, isn't it? Dang it. Oh, even longer. Okay, we got a while. So let's see if we can do it. Would love to hit 5,000, but honestly, you're the only one that matters. So cheers. I'll see you guys next week. I will be doing a Irish whiskey something, either an Irish whiskey, Irish beer, Irish cocktail, something or another Irish next Thursday night. See you guys there. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great time. And until then, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.